Hi there, and congratulations. It looks like you're the new owner of a Magic Chef TimeSavor range. Well, that's pretty smart. Whether you bought the coil or Smoothtop surface, you just bought yourself some time, you know. And that's what this video is all about. It's a quick tour of your new TimeSavor range. And like the range itself, we put this together to save you some time. In just a few minutes, you'll know enough to start enjoying years of easy, time-saving cooking. You'll learn about your speed oven and how it can cut conventional cooking time in half. You'll learn about your oven's self-cleaning features. And for those who have the TimeSavor range with Smoothtop cooking surface, we'll explain how to use and care for your Smoothtop in part 2 of this video. Watching this video, though, doesn't replace the 3 printed guides that came with your new range. The owner's guide gives you detailed instructions for using your TimeSavor range. In here, you'll find answers to almost any questions or problems you may ever have. And knowing these answers can save you the time of having to call our toll-free customer assistance line. This laminated sheet is a convenient, quick reference guide to keep handy near your range. And in this speed oven cooking guide, you'll find speed oven cooking and defrosting tips, along with my favorite part, a variety of delicious recipes. If you do have questions and you can't find the answers, we're here to help. Call our toll-free Magic Chef customer assistance line at 1-800-688-1120. Okay, we know you're busy. That's why you bought your TimeSavor range, right? Then let's get to the bottom of it. The oven. Go ahead and open the door. You're looking at more than an ordinary self-cleaning family-size oven. You're looking at a revolution. That's because this oven will let you cook as you always have, or with the press of a pad, you can use its innovative speed oven feature and cook delicious home-cooked meals in about half the time. Your Magic Chef TimeSavor range is so versatile, it lets you choose between conventional baking and broiling or speed cooking. If you choose speed cooking, you have 4 options. Speed Cook 1, Defrost, Defrost and Heat, and Speed Cook 2. We recommend conventional baking for foods that need to rise, like breads or delicate cakes. Also, for foods that need to cook for a short time, like cookies or biscuits. And for searing the outside of steaks, chicken, or pork chops, use the broiling option. The magic in your TimeSavor range is in its speed oven. Speed cooking combines conventional radiant heat with the speed of a microwave to cut cooking time almost in half. It's great for longer cooking foods like casseroles or turkey. Being able to choose between conventional baking and broiling, or your new speed options, will give you a lot more control of your meals and your time. On the control panel, you'll find guidelines to help you choose the best speed oven settings for cooking or defrosting different types of food. Speed Cook 1 lets you prepare delicious oven meals, meats, casseroles, vegetables, and fish in about half the time of conventional cooking. Speed Cook 2 is perfect for desserts, like cherry cobbler and apple crisp, and for delicate foods, like egg and cheese dishes. The Defrost Heat Pad gives you 2 more time-saving options, depending on the amount of time you set. This setting can be used to defrost and heat frozen foods, or to defrost large quantities of food. Use this setting to prepare frozen convenience foods in heat-proof paper or plastic containers. The set knob must be set for 59 minutes or less, so the oven knows to defrost then heat. Use the same pad selection to defrost large quantities of food, like roast or poultry weighing more than 4 pounds. But turn the set knob for 1 hour or more. Once the control is set for 1 hour or longer, the oven knows to defrost only. The more you use speed cooking and defrosting, the more you'll enjoy it and appreciate its convenience. You don't have to learn how to cook all over again, and you don't have to purchase any special cookware. In fact, speed cooking is very much like conventional cooking, except now you won't have to preheat the oven. And instead of setting an oven temperature, You simply set a time by cutting the conventional cooking time in half. Here's how it works. First, check the printed guide for recommended rack positions and adjust the oven racks. You'll find that rack position 3 is recommended for most items and for casseroles like this one. Touch the appropriate speed pad. In this case, casseroles are cooked using Speed Cook 1. The display prompts door to remind you to latch the oven door by moving the door lock lever to the right. This automatically turns on the fan. Turn the set knob to the desired time. The general rule here is to set the speed cook time for half the maximum conventional cooking time. For example, the recipe for this casserole says bake 30 to 40 minutes. So set the set knob for 20 minutes, half the maximum conventional cooking time. When you're trying a recipe you haven't speed cooked before, check the progress at half the minimum conventional cooking time. In this case, the minimum conventional time was 30 minutes. So set your minute timer for 15 minutes to remind you to check the progress of the food. When the minute timer beeps, you'll see the word end on the control panel. Move the door lock lever to the left to unlatch the door and check the food. Unless your dish is done, simply put it back into the oven and latch the door to continue speed cooking for the remaining time. At the end of the speed cook time you set, you'll hear 4 beeps. And notice that the word hold is displayed. This means your original speed setting is being held until you decide if more time is needed. Check your food again. If it isn't done, return the dish to the oven and set an additional time of 1 to 10 minutes by simply turning the set knob. 2 to 5 additional minutes is usually sufficient. If the food is done, touch the Stop Clear pad. Remove your dish and start enjoying that delicious casserole and the time you saved. How about some brownies? Remember how long those used to take? Remember to use Speed Cook 2 for desserts. For this recipe, you would turn the set knob for half the maximum time recommended on the package. And 15 minutes later, you have delicious brownies. Vegetables often cook quickly, so it's best to check your speed oven cooking guide for recommended times to cook your favorite vegetables. In many cases, speed cooking time may be even less than half the maximum conventional cooking time. Speed cooking oven meals of more than one dish is a simple procedure. Use your printed guides to determine the right rack positions. When you're cooking several foods, it's usually recommended to use rack positions 1 and 4, so the heat can circulate freely and cook all the foods evenly. Next, determine the speed cook time for each food in the meal. Now, determine the meal time difference by subtracting the minimum speed cook time of the green beans from the maximum speed cook time of the chicken. In this example, subtract 15 minutes from 35 minutes to get a mealtime difference of 20 minutes. If, as in this case, the mealtime difference is greater than 15 minutes, put the longest cooking food item in the oven and set the maximum speed cook time. Add the other dishes based on their minimum speed cook time. Here, for example, you would add the stuffing and green bean casserole after 20 minutes, so it can cook for 15 minutes. Remember to use your timer to remind you when to add other dishes. If the mealtime difference is 15 minutes or less, as many of your meals will be, place all the foods in the oven at the same time and set the maximum speed cook time. In your speed oven cooking guide, you'll find examples of how to cook several dishes at once, and it's easy. You'll find that it's much like cooking oven meals as you normally would in conventional cooking. If you take the time to review your guides thoroughly, then in no time you'll be cooking delicious meals in half the time. You'll also find plenty of tips for the best speed cooking results. You can use any kind of cookware you would use in a conventional oven. We suggest speed cooking roast and poultry in a metal pan to reduce splattering. Cover foods as you would for conventional baking and roasting. But do not cover metal containers with foil or metal lids, because it greatly increases cooking time. Also, do not use a thermometer or plastic cookware designed for microwave ovens. You may want to shield foods during cooking or defrosting for more even results, just as you would in your conventional oven. No problem. You can shield foods with aluminum foil. If you're using a cooking bag, slit it to let steam escape. Don't forget to check foods as they speed cook, just as you do in conventional cooking. Also, since your speed oven cooks foods quickly, you should add toppings like breadcrumbs or cheese during the last few minutes. It's normal to find a little more moisture during speed cooking because foods cook so fast. Remember, when speed cooking, you don't preheat the oven or set an oven temperature. Simply touch the appropriate speed pad, latch the door, and turn the set knob to half the maximum conventional cooking time. It's quick and easy. Cleaning your speed oven is as easy as cooking in it because it's self-cleaning. Begin by removing the oven racks because the racks will discolor and may not slide easily after a cleaning cycle. The oven frame, door frame, and the area around the oven door plug are not exposed to cleaning temperatures, so they should be cleaned prior to self-cleaning to prevent soil from baking on during the cycle. Make sure to use non-abrasive cleaning agents for this. Never use oven cleaners on your self-cleaning oven because their residue, when heated to high temperatures, can damage the porcelain. Any excess grease or spillovers on the bottom of the oven should be wiped up to prevent excessive smoking during the cleaning cycle. Do this when the oven is cool. Now, here's the time-saving part. First, close and latch the oven door. This will automatically activate the fan. Then, press the clean pad, and an automatic 3 hours is set for an average soiled oven. If you want to clean a lightly or heavily soiled oven, adjust the cleaning time from 2 up to 4 hours by turning the set knob. During the cleaning time, the door automatically locks, and the lock indicator is displayed. About an hour after cleaning, the lock indicator disappears, and the door can be unlatched and opened. The fan will remain on until the door is unlatched. Cleaning your oven is as simple as 1, 2, 3. Complete instructions for self-cleaning are found in your owner's guide. Now, it's time to do your own thing. In no time, you'll be cooking delicious meals in half the time in your TimeSavor oven, and saving even more time while your oven cleans itself. Your Magic Chef TimeSavor range is covered by a full 1-year warranty on parts and labor. The electronic controls and the magnetron tube have an additional 4 years parts warranty. Be sure to spend some time getting familiar with your reference guides. Thoroughly understanding them will help you learn everything there is to know about your new range. And that can save you the time of having to call our toll-free Magic Chef customer assistance line. If you need us, though, we are here for you at 1-800-688-1120. We know you'll enjoy years of time-saving cooking on your new Magic Chef TimeSavor range. Some of you have a new TimeSavor range with a Smoothtop cooking surface. Let's take a look at how to use it and take care of it. Your Smoothtop glass ceramic cooktop performs as remarkably as it looks. And it cleans up so fast and easily, you'll be spending less time in the kitchen than ever before. The Smoothtop cooktop isn't just ordinary glass. It's a highly engineered glass ceramic material that's extremely impact, scratch, and stain resistant. And it's durable enough to withstand extreme and sudden temperature swings without cracking. You'll quickly enjoy these fast, radiant heating elements and how well they cook. Heat is radiated up through the translucent glass ceramic surface, directly to the cookware above. When a heating element is on, a red glow is visible through the cooktop surface. You'll also notice the heating elements cycling on and off. This is normal. It allows the elements to maintain a constant temperature. The cooktop retains heat for a while after it's been turned off. You can use this retained heat to your advantage by turning elements off a few minutes early, and the retained heat will finish cooking the food. For your safety, you can tell if the top is still hot after the element has been turned off by checking the hot surface indicator. To cook foods quickly, it's important to use the proper cookware. pots and pans with thick, flat, smooth bottoms are best. To test your cookware, place a ruler along the bottom of the pan. If you can see light between the ruler and the bottom of the pan, it will not cook quickly. Cookware bottoms that are uneven, warped, or grooved do not make good contact with the cooktop surface, so using them will result in slower cooking. For maximum performance, it's also important to fit the size of the cookware to the heating element. Cookware should be the same size or up to 1 inch larger than the element. When you're selecting a canner to use, make sure it fits these same criteria: a flat bottom and the same size or slightly larger than the heating element. Don't slide your cookware across the cooktop surface. Cast iron and glass cookware may scratch the cooktop, and aluminum cookware may leave metal marks on the surface glass. Scratches aren't covered by the warranty. Before you begin cooking for the first time on your Smoothtop, clean it with a special cooktop cleaning cream that came packed with your range. This will polish and help protect the glass ceramic surface. What could be easier to clean than a smooth surface with no cracks or crevices? And a spill-proof edge. When you do begin cooking, one way to eliminate cleanup later is to make sure the bottom of your cookware is clean and dry to begin with. Otherwise, a film may transfer to your cooktop. But when the surface does get soiled, it's easy to clean. For light spills or general daily cleaning, blot up spillovers with a paper towel. Then, wipe the surface clean with a clean soapy cloth. For heavy spills, wait till the cooktop is cool. Then, using a razor blade safety scraper at a 30-degree angle, carefully scrape away the soil. Clean up the remaining soil with the cleaning cream. If a sugary solution boils over, or if you accidentally melt plastic, they may damage the cooktop if not cleaned before the cooktop cools. Turn the heating element off. For safety, put on an oven mitt and use a razor blade scraper to scrape the boilover to a cooler area of the cooktop. Use several layers of paper towel to wipe up the spillover, and be careful not to burn yourself. When the element area has cooled, use the razor blade scraper for any remaining soil. After that, clean the cooktop surface with the cleaning cream as you do for heavy spills. Your Smoothtop cooking service has an additional 4-year limited parts warranty against any Smoothtop heating element and cooking surface which cracks or breaks during normal household cooking. If you want to order additional cooktop cleaning cream, call our toll-free number and we'll give you ordering information and answer any questions you have. Just call 1-800-688-1120. We know you'll enjoy years of time-saving cooking with your new Magic Chef TimeSavor range.